Welcome back to A Hunter's Guide, a special edition because we're not really covering like monsters or anything this week. We're actually covering a movie series
that has monsters
that deals with monsters.
Yeah.
But as usual, I'm Ragnar, and this is the other co-host, Wolf, and we are back with another, first in this series of movie deep dives, kind of.
Yeah, we'll workshop the name.
But this week we will be talking about Underworld, which is a movie series having to deal with the struggle between vampires and werewolves over, I think it's like a couple hundred years.
Well, for them it's like 1,000 years, but the movies are only like 20 years, right?
Yeah, because it goes from the first movie was 2003, the last,
and then it's like 2060.
movie was, doesn't say when the movie takes place, like the year, but it says, so the first movie was filmed in 2003, last movie was filmed in 2016.
Yeah. Well, it can't
And
be
there were
20
5
years necessarily if the first and third movie are such a small gap, because the fourth one is like 5 years later, and then the sixth one is like right after.
Yeah. The first movie, Underworld, is telling the story of Celine, who is a death dealer bent on destroying lichens because they allegedly killed her entire family.
Lies.
She discovers that lichens are pursuing a human by the name of Michael Corvin for experimentation. Celine captures Michael and tries to find out what the lichens are doing or what their plan is, and along the way she discovers that one of the guys from her coven is planning to overthrow the vampire elders and basically destroy everything she knows.
Whoa. Hold up. Are there spoilers in this?
But in the yeah. But in this, there is also a guy known as Victor, who is basically like her father figure, and she finds out that it wasn't the lichens that killed her family, it was Victor and the guy that just betrayed her and the entire coven. Yeah.
The elder Victor is a fucking how?
Dude, Victor was like he was basically vampire Hitler in ways. He's
also the only elders that's just kind of like an old guy.
This is true. He's the only elder who is actually an old man. The rest of them are like stuck in their 30s or 40s. I think he was like 60 when he got turned.
Yeah.
Which I would hate to stay that age.
Like, do it before I start wrinkling. Come on.
Yeah, at that point, just fucking kill me.
Like, I've already got a bad back. I don't need this. I don't need it to be worse for all history.
No. But the whole point of the first movie was showing how vampires and lichens royally hated each other, and that Victor had basically lied to everyone about what had happened, about how Marcus was second in command and not leading it, even though he was the original vampire.
Yeah.
Which makes no fucking sense. And then there was the second movie, which brought in Marcus,
who?
The first vampire, and his brother, the first werewolf.
And they are some freakies. Marcus looks freaky.
Yeah. Marcus is the only vampire that I've seen in this series that has the ability to, like, transform into a bat-like creature.
I don't even know if that's a bat-like creature. That's just a weird skin monster.
It is a very weird makeup job that they did, but I do like it. It was pretty cool.
No, it's definitely interesting, but at least with his brother, the werewolf, William, he just looks like a bigger wolf.
And white.
Is he white? I remember he's pretty bloody pretty fast.
Yeah, he's got white fur as compared to the other werewolves that are all black fur.
Gotcha.
The father of those two, what was his name? Alexander Corvinus shows up in the movie as well, but he ends up dying.
But he gives his special blood to Celine,
which makes her able to walk in daylight.
And I think she's supposed to be able to create more of the advanced creatures. In the later movies, they're like trying to take her blood for...
Yeah, they were trying to take her blood and Michael's blood and science fuck it together? I don't know.
I mean, they do a fucky job with science.
Yeah. But
in this one, Marcus ends up freeing William at one point, and William gets fucking shot so fast. Like, it's so much build up to an instant death.
Yeah, he gets his head ripped off pretty fucking quick. And then Marcus gets thrown into helicopter blades, so there's that.
That was a nice death to witness.
Oh yeah, it was a very nice death.
Very satisfying.
It was very satisfying.
Williams, not satisfying at all. It was very much of a, did you just fucking...
No.
Did you early ejaculate?
Dude, that's what it felt like. I'll be honest.
Like, motherfucker, you just whipped it out and you already finished? Come on, man. Didn't even touch you.
Yeah, right. And I'll be honest, the first, 3 movies, pretty damn good. Underworld, Evolution, and Rise of the Lycans. Those are all the ones that had Danny McBride as the screenwriter.
Rise of the Lycans is probably my favorite of the first 3. Of the whole series, actually.
Yeah, mine too. Rise of the Lycans is where you got to see where Lucian basically got his start. And you also see that Celine did in fact remind Victor about his daughter, Sonia, because they looked very similar. Sonia was in love with Lucian, a werewolf. Celine was in love with a hybrid, Michael. And Sonia, at the time of...
Both got impregnated.
Yeah, Sonia at the time of her death was pregnant with Lucian's child. They're not sure if it was even going to be able to be born, but who knows?
Yeah. The world may never know.
Yeah, and you also got to see how werewolves that can change back to human form came about. Because Lucian was the first one, and then he started turning people to become werewolves like him.
And the only reason we verified him as the first one is because he's the only pup to survive that they showed.
Yeah. Yeah, that they didn't instantly kill.
Or the werewolf didn't immediately consume.
True.
I do like the, kind of past vibe. I love it when they, backtrack. The city was just too much. It was too hectic. I didn't like that.
Yeah, and then this one's just, out in the country in a castle built into the side of a fucking mountain.
You get a really good look at the werewolves as well. The other ones are usually in, dark caverns and shit. This one's, out in the open.
And then came probably my least favorite 2 movies out of the series, which was Awakening and Blood Wars.
Awakening, I could barely keep attention.
Yeah, I couldn't follow along, especially when they brought in the 3 times the size fucking werewolf.
This is where they start
from
injecting themselves.
A scrawny dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they steroided their wolf, and these guys became towering.
Yeah, in Awakening, the human race, basically, they finally knew that vampires and werewolves existed, right? As a whole, like the whole world knew.
And it became a 3-way war.
But somehow the Lycans were able to slide under nose somehow and became like the owners of this giant pharmaceutical company, and somehow they got their hands on Celine and Michael and started experimenting with them.
I mean, in this universe, it's a lot easier to find a vampire than a werewolf.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Oh, that person never goes out into the sun. That guy just can't touch Silver. How often do you fucking run into Silver?
No, that's a fair point, but at the same time, you'd think that, like, after the whole world found out about vampires and werewolves, most restaurants would switch to, like, full silverware.
They kind of introduced, like, scanners, like, around the cities, too. You think it would track both.
I did see that, yeah. Apparently not. Apparently they were more worried about the vampires than anything.
I mean,
they weren't as worried about the werewolves.
The werewolves tend to just turn people, while vampires usually kill them.
True. But it's not like they both weren't dangerous. Come on, man.
No, they're definitely both faulted throughout the series.
Yeah, and this is actually where Celine realizes that she has her daughter now.
Yeah, no, she doesn't know for a long time that she was pregnant. She woke up from a coma and they had stolen her child before she even realized.
Yeah. Which was kind of fucked.
And they also killed Michael, right?
Yeah, they did kill Michael. Yeah. He did not come back after evolution.
They did him dirty. They did him real dirty.
They did. And then fucking Blood Wars, where they brought in Scandinavian vampires as the last remaining force of vampires, and a bunch of werewolves were just happily going into the Arctic to fucking fight them. Like, what? And the dude from Divergent was in both movies.
My thing with this one was like, there's a whole new type of vampire now? Like, they connect with the spirit world and suddenly they have white hair?
Yeah, apparently now there's this, there's like a vampire that no one knew beforehand until they have a weird fucking flashback, and now all of a sudden, oh my god, yeah, I forgot, these guys do exist. Like, what?
And Celine now has highlights because she died.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Or, hey, I had the secret child that is the new heir.
I have this secret deity baby. Do you want it?
And the only reason he's even special is because Celine gave him some blood.
Yeah, that's right. Gave him like a little drop of her blood and her daughter's blood, and that like made him something. I don't fucking know. Just weird.
A daywalker, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Made him a daywalker and every other fucking thing.
They hint to a 7th movie that never comes out. Her daughter comes back at the last second just to fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Tease a movie that never gets made.
Well, the reason it never got made was because Danny McBride is the original creator of Underworld. And he didn't want them to make any more movies. He told them to stop.
I mean, he kind of dropped off after the second one. The third one, his name doesn't pop up.
Yeah. His name does not pop up. There was also... What was that other one? Oh, God. There was...
They tried to make a TV series.
Yeah, they tried to make a TV series. And then there was an animated movie, too, called Endless War, I think, or Eternal War, something like that. It was like an anime movie. And it was okay. But, I mean, they definitely needed to do, like, better animation on some parts, because it just felt like I was watching a fucking 80s anime. And those do not always have the best quality.
I mean, it depends who's making it.
This is true.
Some of them hold up. Yeah, I don't know. Underworld never really captivated me. I binged it finally for this series. Yeah, before I've only seen probably the fourth one. So it's kind of a really bad get into.
Yeah. And there's 5 movies so far, plus the animated movie. And there's, I think, like 1 extra comic from the movies and stuff. Yeah, 1 extra comic that came out in 2004 between Underworld and Evolution, which was Red in Tooth and Claw. That one I don't know much about. But if it's anything like the rest of the series, maybe. I do know they had a video game, but it was shit.
I can see that. I'll give it. I did enjoy their perception of vampires, but it's also, what is with them always making them hypersexualized goths?
I don't know, man.
And their animation for werewolves, they look cool, but does not age well.
No. Dude, honestly, I think they kind of fucked up with the way that they did the like gothic kind of shit. Honestly, I think they would have been better just doing well, no. Because if they did Vampire the Masquerade style with it, it would have been same thing, honestly.
I think they just need to realize that they're just like anyone. There's going to be different styles. Not all of them are going to be hypersexualized goths.
No, that's true. That's true. Not everybody thinks like that, which kind of sucks.
The blonde bitch from this, what was the first one, who helps Victor, that's definitely someone who should have been a prep.
Yeah.
And half the time when they walk into the mansion, they're like pretty much fucking in the living room. Just in everyone.
Yeah. It happens almost every scene they have like that, yeah.
Is this supposed to be a fucking frat house? Come on. Y'all are supposed to be a fucking advanced society.
I don't really know about advanced society, but sure.
I mean, in their head.
Yeah, in their head, yeah.
I did like the armor that they introduced in Rise of the Lycans. Some of them, like, really fucking stand out.
Yeah. A lot of those were pretty damn cool.
The weapons in general that they create for each one is fucking badass, too. I wish we had those bullets.
That'd be cool. But I know that making those bullets in real life would definitely be a lot of just painstaking time, and it'd just be a massive pain in the ass.
And expensive.
Oh yeah, it'd be super expensive. It'd be at least probably a couple grand.
Like, they're firing them like crazy. We'd be like, nah, unless it's point blank, just try to slow them down with regular bullets. What are you doing?
Yeah. They're just shooting them off like they don't give a shit, man.
I mean, at first they kind of act like these are hard to get, come by. But in that same scene, they're just firing fucking an entire clip into the wall.
Yep. Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch.
I want a redneck fucking vampire. You always see like werewolves like kind of hitting to the redneck. Nah, I want a vampire living. I read the Alchemist series, and they make Billy the Kid an immortal in it. And the guy reading him pulls off the fucking accent like perfectly. Like, it's so funny because his character ends up being like best friends with this like sophisticated like 300 years older fucking smart guy, I get, like English dude.
Yeah.
So it's just some punk kid in a country accent befriending this old timer.
Jesus Christ.
I just love that dynamic for the friends.
Me too. I think that's everything for Underworld, though.
Yeah, I'm not finding anything else that's worth talking about.
Nah. Well, I believe that is all.
Yeah, that's all we have this week. Follow us at our usual links, hd.ragnar and A Hunter's Guide. Send us some questions, donations, tips, stories, anything you got, and ask us about anything we got. We'll see you next week when we cover our next horror. Hunters signing out.